Department is partnering with the Guam Community College to repair ambulances, some of which have been inoperable for several months now. The chairman of the Automotive Department, Chris Dennis, and Fire Captain Ed Flores are here to talk more about this partnership. Thank you so much for coming on. Great to have you here.
All right.
First, Chris, maybe you could talk about how this partnership began.
Well, last week I got a call from Captain Flores, and he informed me that their ambulance fleet was basically, to quote him, was in dire straits. They said that they had only 4 units running, and asked if we could help them out. So I said sure. So we set up a meeting, and they came over Thursday, and right now we're currently working out the details, but we have a goal of possibly getting 8 ambulances up to stabilize the fleet, and we're working on putting together maybe even a maintenance schedule, because he informed me that right now their motor pool is pretty taxed with the amount of ambulances that are down, or emergency vehicles.
And Ed, how difficult has it been? The government of Guam, first of all, doesn't have enough money, to repair, and with all these emergencies happening. How did you come up with this idea to work with GCC?
Well, the Guam Fire Department right now, especially with the team that I work with, we've been trying to find many avenues of trying to resolve the problems of the Guam Fire Department. Right now, one of the main problems is our ambulance fleet. So we're looking into many different things as outsourcing, working with our in-house mechanics, and then also this idea came about with, actually my brother is one of the mechanics that works at GCC. He's one of the instructors. So we're kind of bouncing the idea off of him, and then he says, hey, why don't you talk to the chair and let's see if you can get this going. So that's kind of how we went about that. Then I ended up calling Chris, and the rest of the story from there.
And how do you think this is going to benefit, the program, as well as the people of Guam, GFD, and of course, this partnership I think is a good thing, because we definitely need ambulances that are operable.
Yeah, that's just we were talking about that earlier, and I was saying when somebody calls for an ambulance, they don't care about budget problems or anything like that. I mean, all they care about is getting the urgent care that's needed. So when he gave me a call, it was a given, and when I spoke to my instructors about it, they were all excited, and they said, yeah, we'll do anything we can to help. And also the students, what it does is that we're providing a civic duty. Because ambulance service is an essential service. It's not something that we can just cut out, or even though with all the budget problems that they have, it's something that is needed. And with us, we're part of the government too, but we're also part of the community, and so are our instructors and students. So everybody's happy to help. But then on the plus side too, maybe an indirect benefit is the students will be getting real world hands-on experience here, and that sometimes is very difficult to duplicate in the classroom. So it's a win-win situation between us and the GFD and the community. Yeah.
And Ed, how many ambulances do we have working, and what is your goal to get the whole fleet up? How's that going?
Well, we're currently at 5 ambulances right now. As a matter of fact, today we'll be dropping off 2 ambulances here at this location, one of which is right behind us. Our goal right now is about 8 ambulances. We feel that that's a stable number of ambulances for the north and south, and provides us sufficient coverage for most of the ambulance runs that we have on Guam. Of course, our ideal is much higher than that, but the consensus is 8 is a good stable number of ambulances, so that we can work on all those other ambulances that we have in our fleet and get those running as well. But on the road, 8 is a good number for the Guam Fire Department as far as response time and ability to respond to multiple alarms throughout the island on a daily basis.
And for the both of you, last comments on this partnership. Are you hoping this can continue on? Any last comments on it?
Yeah, we're willing to assist in any way we can. Like I said, GFD, they provide an essential service to the community, and it could be myself. God forbid, maybe one day I might need the use of an ambulance or a fire truck, and I'm hoping that they have at least more than 2 or 3 or a couple of ambulances up and running so they're able to respond.
Okay. And what about you, Ed?
Well, the way I look at this project, though it's brought up and conceived during a time of, I guess, difficulty for the fire department and the ambulance fleet, I'm hoping that it's something that will continue to thrive and will be able to not only bring us up to 8 ambulances, but as well as continue so that we can have not only that, but maybe even a surplus of ambulances so that we can perform the required maintenance on regular schedules, that we can, be able to replace ambulances that go down, throughout the evening or whatever. So, our expectation is that it would be a good thing for us to continue this partnership, not just because of the emergency situation that we're in right now, but, as a regular, partnership with them. And like, Chris said, it's a good opportunity for not just the Guam Fire Department, but also for GCC to get the community involved in, the ambulance situation and, helping out the government of Guam through hard times.